morning everyone. Today we are going to start with the topic of accountancy. So over here, as bookkeeping, accountancy plays a very vital role in the field of commerce. So we know very well that it should be well versed with us. So let's start. In the bookkeeping accountancy, the first chapter to you is the introduction to partnership. As in 11th standard, we all have seen about the final account, which was about the sole trader, sole proprietorship, or you may say sole proprietorship final account, where a single person used to start the business, and when he wants to know, at that time he used to open the final accounts to know the proper profit, loss, asset, liabilities, etc. So before going into detail, first we will see about the introduction. In the introduction, first we have to know about the business over here. When a single person is running the business, at that time you know very well that is said as a sole proprietor, or it is also said as a sole proprietorship or sole trader too. When a single person is running the business, he is a sole trader. He alone brings the capital, bear the risk, and also with unlimited liability. So always a single person is not enough to always bear the risk with unlimited liability, etc. So with how the birth of the partnership was there, first we will see that the birth of the partnership has come from the limitation from the sole trader. The sole trader has the limitation such as the limited capital, limited managerial skill, absence of specialization was there, no stability was there, with unlimited liability. He has to bear the risk also, he has to bear the profit, loss, all, everyone at the single head. So a single head is not enough to bear the risk or losses of the firm. So at that time when two persons come together, at that time they form a partnership. So with the birth of the partnership has come with the limitation which was brought by the sole trader. So to overcome from the limitation, two persons have come together and they started the partnership. So when two persons come together, they form the firm, they form the association. So we will see now the meaning of it. So in the meaning you will come to know about the partnership is an organization. It is an association of two or more persons who agree to contribute capital, and as well as they agree to share the profit as well as the losses of the firm too. Because when a single person is there, at that time when you contribute capital alone only, he is going to bear the risk as well as profit, losses of the firm. But when two persons come together, at that time two persons when come together, they bring capital together. When profit occur, they bear the profit. When losses occur, they bear the losses. When risk is there, at that time risk is also divided between the partner. So a partnership is an organization or it is an association of two or more persons who come together, who contribute capital and also agree to share the profit as well as the losses of the firm too. When persons come together, they are the partners. So you may say partnership. But when they run a business, at that time that is said as a firm. So it is said as a partnership firm. That was the intro and meaning. Moving ahead, the next is that you will see now is the definition. The definition is brought by the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. Yes, of course, an act is provided over here for the partnership. For sole trading, no act is there because locally only you have to get registered and you have to just pay the common taxes, labor taxes and extra taxes which is always been provided by the local area. But when you think about the partnership, all it comes under the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. So a definition is brought by the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, Section 4. Section 4 has been authorized over here. According to the Act of 1932, Section 4, it is a relation between the person who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Yes, of course, the definition truly says each and everything about the partnership. Because why? Because it is a, yes, with the, from the meaning of the definition, you will come to know that a partnership is the relation between the person. Yes, of course, two persons coming together, they have a good relationship between each other related to their business. It is a relationship between the person who have agreed to share the profit as well as the losses of the firm. Or you may say, not only, of course, yes, no any person is there or no any partner is there who always say, yeah, I'm going to contribute capital and I'm going to just share the profit of the firm. No, when profit is there, you have to share. When loss is there, at that time also you have to share between the partners. So it is a relation between the person who have agreed to share profit of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Carried on by all means what? Each and every partners are there. Yes, sir, you'll come to know further that how many numbers of partners are there. Minimum 2 persons is required because single person cannot form a partnership. Minimum 2 persons are required to form a partnership, or more than 2 also it is there. Now with the Amendment Act of 2014, many members are there according to your new syllabus. Okay, so carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Any one person also can act for all, or every person can also act for it. So here we will come to know more about it by the definition put forth by Indian Partnership Act section 4. The next definition is put forth by the first definition was put forth by Indian Partnership Act 1932 section 4, which I said you right now, and the second is being brought by Professor Hani. So let's see what Hani says. According to the act, you know very well, and you have come into the detail about that it's a relation between the person where they agree to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Now let's see further what Professor Hani says. Hani says partnership is a relation existing between the person, yes, according to that definition also it was same only, competent to make contract between the persons competent to make contract who agreed to carry on a lawful business in common with a view to earn a profit gain or a private gain. It's one and the same. Okay, but more and more here expressed definition is given by the act only. Hani says also it's correct. It is a relation which exists between the person where a contract is made. This contract is under a lawful business. Yes, of course, when you get registered under the Indian Partnership Act, lawful only act is there, and with a view to earn a private gain. A private gain is there. Always remember that partnership is run to share the profit and losses. That means every business, the main motive is to earn a profit. You know very well, in OCM also in accountancy, we all are seeing the business is earned just to earn a profit. No any person in the earth is there, any other who say that I want to earn losses, that's why I started the business. You know that. That's not been possible only. So every businessman always wants to earn a profit. The profit is the main gearing part of that. And every time he bear a risk. Why he bear a risk? Because he want a profit from that. A profit gain is there from it. So every time a businessman bears a risk and always he wants to earn a profit, and profit is having just a reward for the businessman. Okay, according to Hani also it's correct. According to the act also, it's already obviously act according to act is perfect. Hani says it's a relation existing between the person where a contract is there, where you are earning with a private gain under the lawful business. That was introduction, meaning, definition. Two definitions we all have seen. The first was the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 section 4, and second one which we all have seen, that was about the Professor Hani. Okay, moving ahead, the next one that we will see now is the features of the partnership firm. When you want to know more about the detail about the partnership, at that time you will come to know more when you will see about the features. In the feature, the first point is seen, that is an agreement. Yes, of course, agreement is made between the partner. Now, agreement means what? Your agreement means a deed is signed between the partner. A deed is what we are going to see further after the features. You will come to know more about the partnership deed only. But first we will see about the agreement. Agreement means what? When two persons come together, formally they form a partnership, and at that time when you want to run the business lawfully, when you want a proof of your business that you have started a business, at that time a deed should signed between the partner. The return agreement. See, agreement may be of two types: oral agreement and written agreement. Oral agreement means what? Orally only we two partners come together. Yeah, we will start the business. Yes, of course. But sometimes it happens, no proof is there, and afterwards the business may dissolve. Dispute may happen between the partner, and it may get dissolved. So here, two types of deed can be, two types of agreement can be made. The first is the oral agreement, and the second is the written agreement. Written agreement always is very important. Why? Because a common businessman always, when you want to start with the various partners coming together, at that time written agreement is always act as a proof, as a evidence in front of the court, and at that time it has always been useful only when a written agreement is there. So two types of agreement is there: oral, where orally only you decide to partners, yeah, I'll contribute this much capital, will contribute this much, and we will have this much ratio, otherwise no ratio. At that time, like this partnership never exists more. So a written agreement acts as a proof, as an evidence every time, and at that time it is more being useful to do the written agreement only, because in the front of court, written agreement prove a lot when any disputes happen between the partners. So agreement is agreement may be two, oral or written. When a written agreement is there between the partner, terms and conditions are applied in that, and which has always been useful only, and that when two partners make a written agreement with the terms and conditions, that is said as a partnership deed. D-double-E-D, that is the partnership deed. Number one point which we all are seeing is the agreement, that, and the number two is the number of partners. Number of partners, of course, yes, one person, then you cannot start the business. Then one partner when starts, at that time you will say that it's a sole trader. But when two partners come together, minimum two. So minimum number of persons required to form a partnership is 2, maximum is 50. Minimum 2, maximum 50. This maximum 50 is brought by the Amendment Act of 2014 and the Companies Act of 2013. So very easy is that minimum 2, maximum 50, which is brought by the Amendment Act of 2014 under the Indian Companies Act of 2013. Number 2 is number of partners over here. Number 3 is a lawful business. Yes, of course, the business is always been done under the law. Law when it comes, as it is registered under the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, at that time always it is useful when it is registered, when a deed is signed. So under Indian Partnership Act, every time lawful business should be done. No illegal business cannot be done under the Indian Partnership Act. Illegal means what? Black marketing, smuggling, etc. should not be done. So when partnership comes in that, at that time it should under the lawful business only it should be done, not any illegal, any of the type of a business should not be done over here. That is about the lawful business. Number 4 is unlimited liability. Unlimited liability next we will see is the unlimited liability. As sole trader, when single was there and when running a sole proprietorship, at that time his liability was unlimited. Unlimited means what? When you cannot pay the outside third party debt. At that time, every time your office's property, your personal property, your business property, everything is took off. Here also in the partnership, the liability of the partner is unlimited, joint and several. Unlimited, joint and several means what? Up till the single penny, or that means you say rupee, from the pocket of the partner doesn't go out, the unlimited liabilities will be there only. Okay, so unlimited liability always there. With unlimited liability is joint and several liabilities then between the partner. If third party any debt is there and they cannot pay the debt, at that time first their business property will be took up, but then too the debt cannot be paid, at that time their personal property will be took up. If cannot, from the pocket if any money is there, that too it will go with it. That means what? Every time the liability of the partner is unlimited, joint and several, if outside, third party, if any debt is there, at that time first they have to pay from the business property and then they have to pay from the personal property. If from the two partner, if one partner become insolvent and another partner is solvent, then solvent partner has to pay the liability of the insolvent partner. This truly means unlimited liability. Okay, understood everyone? So that is about the unlimited liability. The liability of the partner in the partnership firm is unlimited, joint, several. Till the single rupee in the pocket of the partner is there, they have to pay business property, the private property, from pocket from the money pocket, sorry, the money which is in the pocket also, that is also been took up. And when solvent is the insolvent partner, you know very well, 11th standard we all have seen about the solvent partner, insolvent partner. Solvent partner means whose assets are more than the liability. That means he is liable to pay the liability. Insolvent partner means those partner whose liabilities are more than the asset. That means he cannot pay the asset. Okay, so every time when unlimited liability is there, at that time first the solvent partner has to bear all the liability of insolvent partner. That was point number 4, unlimited liability. Point number 5 is sharing of profits and losses. The next is the sharing of profits and losses. Now we have already been discussed about this. When you contribute capital, when each and every partner contribute capital, at that time, depending upon the ratio of capital, when it is there, at that time, they decide to the ratio of the sharing of profits and losses also. So, sharing of profits and losses depend to the ratio of capital. They mutual understanding between the partner. If partner already have decided that I have contributed this much capital, you have contributed this much capital, at that time we will go according to this ratio when profits and losses is there. Okay, but when in the deed it is not written, at that time, every time the partner has to share the profits and losses equally. Remember students, this is very important because this comes under one of the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 also. Because here with this point, first chapter is Introduction to Partnership and Partnership Final Account. This first point is a theoretical which I am taking right now. So sharing of profits and losses comes under the provision also. Provision of the Indian Partnership Act of 1932. So when partners contribute capital, when according to their mutual understanding, they decide the ratio, and according to the ratio, they share profits and losses. But if in the deed it is not there, at that time they have to share profits and losses equally. Got it? That is point number 5, sharing of profits and losses. Moving ahead, the next one is registration. The next one is registration. Registration, obviously, as when you are there under the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, at that time registration is not compulsory; it's optional. Depending upon, like a partnership deed, agreement is not compulsory. You may do oral agreement, you may do written agreement. Just like that, registration is also not compulsory. It is optional. Depending upon your way, you can do. But In the state of Maharashtra, as we know, and we live in the state of Maharashtra, it is compulsory with the effect of 1st April 1985. So every time 1st April over here 2005, now it is compulsory. First it was given 1985, now it is given 2005. So over here with the effect of 1st April, it is compulsory in Maharashtra. So registration is compulsory over here. So here, as I said you, it's optional. In the other state it is compulsory or not, it depends to the act. But in the state of Maharashtra, obviously it is compulsory with the effect of 1st April 1985. Now it is given in the textbook 2005. So first textbook it was given 1985, now it is given 2005. Both is correct only. We will go according to the way, because sometimes amendments are there, changes are there, and in that changes we have to bring it up. So registration is compulsory over here. Then the number 61 point number which we are seeing. Number 7 is joint ownership and management. Yes, of course, when you know that liability is joint and several, obviously ownership is also joint over here. When partners come together, when they contribute capital, when they have an agreement, when they decide the ratio of sharing of profits and losses, at that time too, the ownership also comes jointly over here. Each partner have the equal right. We know very well about the types of partners, because this point already you have seen in OCM. 11th standard, those commerce students know very well in the forms of business organization. Already we have seen about this chapter. Sole trading concern, you remember partnership firm, joint in the family business, then cooperative society and joint stock company. This is one of the chapter from OCM only which has been bought, but a form in the accountancy, that is a partnership final account. So here ownership is joint over here. Every partner have equal right over here. The management is done by the partners itself. Yes, of course, depending upon your capacity, your capabilities, every time the work is provided to you, and the work always are related with this part where the owners are going to come jointly and they are going to work each and every form of joint over here. So joint ownership and management is done. Each and every partner takes down the work and want to complete the work. See, now only I said you, every time they have started a partnership with a gain to earn a profit only. So when you want to earn a profit, you have to show efficiency, you have to bear a risk for that. So your joint ownership is there and management is also done jointly, and each and every partner have the equal rights to run the business effectively and in a very efficient way. That was point number 7. See, with the help of features you come to know more and more about the partnership. Number 8 is principal and agent relationship. Every partner acts in twofold capacities. Twofold capacity means what? The name itself you have seen over here, principal and agent relationship. Relationship is built up over here between the partner in the twofold capacity. He sometimes acts as a principal, the another partner acts as an agent. Sometimes one partner acts as an agent and another partner acts as a principal. So every partner acts in twofold capacity as a principal and agent relationship. When it acts as a principal of the firm with outsider and with other partner, he acts as an agent. So depend. When you are with a third party, when you are with a partner, at that time this form, it is always being made as a principal and as an agent relationship is being formed. So acting as a principal of the firm with outsider, and every time with other partner he acts as a agent sometime over here. So twofold capacity, it works as a principal and as an agent over here. So every time when partners come together, they are always building up a relationship, and this relationship is in the form of principal and agent. That was point number 8. Point number time is dissolution over here. Yes, next one is dissolution. Now, when partnership is formed, it's every time when partnership is formed, it can get dissolved also. How it can get dissolved? Yes, of course, it can get dissolved. Sometimes like minimum two partners are there. Maximum, as I said, 50 is there. Wiki, actor, now 50 it is there. So it may get dissolved in many ways. If from the partnership, if one partner dies, one partner become insane. Insane, you know very well. Insane means half mad, full mad. We person say like this. Okay, that means he is not in a full capacity to work. So if one partner dies, one partner become insane, or one of the partner is retired, at that time the firm may get dissolved. Take care, for example, if two partners is there, one partner dies. At that time, does the partnership can exist? No. When two partners are there, one of the partner retired, it cannot be formed. So every time dissolution exists, because when a partnership is formed, it may get dissolved also. So partnership is always been there in the form of dissolution also. So dissolution occurs when a partner dies, become insane, become insolvent. Yes, of course, insane, insolvent, when he dies, when he retires, at that time dissolution can be there. Okay, but here dissolution can also be there between the two partners by giving 14 days prior notice. Yes, of course, 14 days prior notice can be given from one partner to the another partner, and at that time the firm can be dissolved. Okay, so dissolution always occurs. Dissolution occurs in the form of many ways, as a form of retirement, when a partner dies, when a partner has become insolvent, when a partner retires, dissolution can be there, and one partner can give a notice to the another partner 14 days prior, notice can be there. And you know very well types of various partnership forms are also there. And this firm, like various types of partnership, particular partnership is there when a particular work is complete. Particular partnership and other parts of partnerships are also there. They are always been formed for completing a certain venture or a project, and when it's completed, it is dissolved. Like this also it is there. That is not in the syllabus, so we are not going to detail about that. So dissolution is always been there. Dissolution always occur into the partnership firm too. So today we all have seen these many points. That was the first chapter in bookkeeping accountancy, which is introduction to partnership. We have seen introduction, meaning definition is put forth by two. The first is Indian Partnership Act 1932 section 4. Okay, you know very well, which is well recognized definition, and mostly in the examination is asked, and by Professor Hani is also being given. Then we have seen the features of partnership form into detail. In that, the first one we have seen is the agreement. Agreement may be oral, may be written. When a written agreement is there, at that time you say that it's a partnership deed, in which the terms and conditions are there. Number of partners are minimum 2, maximum 50 with the Companies Act 2013, Amendment Act 2014. Then the lawful business. Every time the business is done in a lawful way, illegal business is not allowed. The liability of the partners are unlimited, joint and several. If outside party lab debt is there, at that time first the business property will be took, then the private property till the single rupee in the pocket of the partner is not paid, they have to pay. When solvent partner is there, insolvent is there, solvent partner has to bear the liability of insolvent partner. Then sharing of profits and losses, depending to the nature of capital, how much it is contributed into the firm, how much it is mentioned in the agreement. If it is not mentioned, at that time the deed becomes silent, and you have to go according to the deed as equal. Registration is compulsory in Maharashtra, and registration sometimes it is compulsory in Maharashtra, but outside Maharashtra is optional whether you register or not. Joint ownership, management, principal and agent relationship, and dissolution.